I don't want you licking my face. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. So it's actually been about 2 months since I filmed my last video. During our time in Queensland, I started my YouTube channel and I just got so excited and inspired and felt so creative that I went a little bit too hard on the video making. I was spending a lot of my time filming, and if I wasn't filming, I was editing, and that led to a little bit of burnout. So I've been dealing with that for the last month, and I've just been taking it really easy so that I felt inspired to create again, and now I'm sitting here and I'm so happy to be starting a new video. We have some really fun and exciting plans for the month. We are hopping back in the van next week and exploring New South Wales. I really hope you enjoy this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Mwah. Our first destination took us on a journey south. It took us through the jungle and down bumpy tracks. This is hectic.
What is going on?
Oh my gosh. A few weeks ago, we planned a trip with our good friends Nikki and Dan. It's always exciting going on road trips with like-minded people. It makes sharing moments together in nature that much more special. Vlogging, you vlogging. Cubby house among the trees. I like that. I escaped to the beach on my own to enjoy the beauty and solitude. It was just me, the ocean, and the moon. These long summer days mean the sun rises very early, so it can be difficult to rise before the sun. Although I was still half asleep, I already knew the day was going to be a good one. The dreamy light that shines in the morning by the sea never fails to inspire me. This moment felt so sweet. I was so excited to be outdoors and creating once again. Moments with Mother Nature are what fulfills my soul. I watch the waves glisten in the sun and ponder just how wonderful planet Earth is. I feel blessed to even be here. What a beautiful morning. I looked out the windows from bed this morning and the whole sky was pink, so I rushed down to the beach with my camera bag and drone and enjoyed it, and it was amazing. You never regret a sunrise. Unfortunately, Jordan got food poisoning yesterday, so he was up all night throwing up. I felt so bad. He is just passed out, so we're hoping he gets better because we're at this spot for a few nights and it is seriously so beautiful. How are the waves?
Look,
They're like big and dumpy.
probably not worth the effort.
They're pretty monster out like further north.
Yeah,
So not ideal, but
I think we're just gonna go for a dip.
How are you feeling?
Like death.
No. Packing up in the rain. We're gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too.
These guys are going down to Sydney.
Yeah.
How far is that?
It's like another 4 hours.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Is it only 4? Maybe we should go. Should we go to Sydney?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a really rainy night and it's been a really rainy morning. We were just about to get going and the kombi won't start, so we're thinking there might be some water in the engine, but not really sure. Fingers crossed we get her going. Oh! Yeah, that was. Ooh, it's not making a good noise. It's like popping. Woo! I think we got it. Yay, we got it.
Oh, good. She always likes to keep us on our toes, doesn't she?
Definitely.
Stella? Don't want things to be too easy. Wow, the ocean looks glassy. Yeah.
That's so nice.
Look at that rig out on the sand.
Ah, cool. Wow, those waves are so nice.
Yeah, they're perfect.
We are back in home. We had one amazing sunny day, which unfortunately Jordan was sick for. But then our second night camping, a massive storm came through. It was pouring rain, thundering, and lightning. and it just didn't stop the whole next day, and the weather forecast said it was supposed to be raining for the entire week. The front of the kombi actually ended up flooding because we have some rust spots along the front that whenever it rains the water comes through and onto the floor, so the whole front cab was just drenched, which obviously is not ideal, and it makes the entire van smell wet and a bit gross. Now our job is just to air it out, get it all clean and ready to hop back in the van tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't rain as much, and we're thinking about buying a tarp or something to put over top of the front so that the leaking stops. We figured we'd come back here to Jordan's sister's place. They're away for the weekend, so we're just here looking after Sailor. I ended up catching whatever it was Jordan had. I don't think it was food poisoning in the end. I think it could have been the fact that our water tank had been sitting in the sun for the month before we left for this trip, and I think it just collected some sort of bacteria that made us both sick. Luckily I didn't have it as bad as he did, but I was still on the couch all day and sleeping and just taking it super easy. I'm feeling much better today. We've been to the beach, I've been for a little run, but it's still super cloudy, so I figured it was a perfect opportunity to do some baking. My mom is Swedish, so every year she would make pepparkakor. So yesterday, the only thing I did yesterday was make the dough for the cookies. And today we're just gonna bake them and decorate them and make some Christmas decorations that we can bring along with us.
It's a cool hard world outside my window. Ooh, where people don't know which way to go. I breathe you in 'cause you sit still on my pillow. Oh, I stay home with you in my head. We go undercover, I will be your lover. We're up through night and day. Come on, let me hear you say, let's go undercover. I wanna be your lover. I don't want the games they play. It's not us, so we better stay. Is it real? Could this be a new beginning? Ooh.
Ready for an adventure, Sailor?
Is that alright like that?
You ready?
Oh, should I sling the lead around?
Are you ready to go exploring, Willow?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready? Are you gonna splash in the puddles?
Is Xana coming?
Xana's coming, yeah.
Because the dogs are coming.
Yeah, the dogs are coming.
We go undercover, I will be your lover. We're up through night and day. Come on, let me hear you say, let's go undercover. I wanna be your lover. I don't want the games they play. It's not us, so we better stay.
Willow, did you find any mermaids? You can't see any? Maybe they're all in the ocean.
And one mermaid.
Is there one?
Yeah.
What color?
Blue.
Blue? We're all wet.
Wet, wet, wet.
It has been non-stop pouring for about 4 days now, and today we just decided to hop back in the van and deal with it, but the front of the kombi is still leaking and we can't figure out where it's leaking from, so We're gonna have to sort something out because it's becoming a bit of an issue. Jordan's just taping up the entire front of the van right now to stop the leaking, for now at least. After so many days of rain, we thought it would be fun to head inland to check out some waterfalls. Because there was so much rain, many roads ended up being closed, blocking all access to the waterfalls. Instead, we took the scenic route through the hinterland. It's truly amazing to see how unique landscapes look at different times of the year. Our windshield wipers stopped working and there's a massive puddle on the ground where my feet go. So we are taping up the entire kombi and trying to figure out where the water is coming from so that it stops leaking and that our headlights and our windshield wipers will start working again.
Sorry for making you so ugly, Stella.
This one's so hyper from our drive. He hyper. Get him. Get him. Nope. 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 We drove as far south as we could until we didn't see the rain anymore. It feels so good to see the sun finally and be back in nature. It's been raining for the last week almost now, and I was just getting so over it. So many of the towns around this area are now flooded. We were getting 100 to 150 mils of rain a day. And before we left today, we drove a little bit inland where there's lots of creeks and waterfalls, and there was fields full of water, and a few of the waterfalls were blocking the road, so we couldn't even get to them. It's just so crazy to see this happening here on the east coast of Australia when last year there was insane wildfires, and then a year later it's insane flooding. Like, it's just one extreme to the next. It really just makes me think about how much change needs to be made in the world. Being out in nature so often reminds me how tiny I am in comparison. Sometimes it feels like my impact makes no difference to the world. But I know it does. And so does yours. The world is a beautiful place, and I really hope we will keep it that way. The feeling of the sunshine on my skin after such a stormy week did not disappoint. It amazes me how crisp the air becomes after the rain. We stayed here a while until the dark clouds appeared overhead once again. I found myself wishing for the sun to come back, but then remembered that without the rain, I wouldn't be so thankful for the warmth the sun brings. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.